Unfortunately, today truth is so much mixed with falsehood that sometimes it is difficult to recognize truth. A very common example is commercial, political, or ideological propaganda that you see everywhere in newspapers, in television, and social media. So now, to experience how difficult it may be to separate truth from what is presented to us as the truth, to identify them, they carry out the activity which is called analyze the advertisement after this session. It's there in your learning materials. Now, when we are searching for truth, there is a main obstacle in finding the truth, and that is blind imitation, means following others blindly. It may cost us very much if we follow blindly. There is a story about how imitation destroyed the merchant. The story is the Sufi who lost his donkey. A merchant dervish traveled for several days in a row. He was trading his goods in towns and villages that he passed through. One night, after a long journey, he arrived at a remote town on the edge of the desert, and as it was his practice, he was searching for the nearest Sufi house to spend the night. When he found a place, he went directly to the stables first to attend to his exhausted donkey, who had patiently carried all his goods the whole day. He bought him plenty of water and hay, making sure that the animal lacked nothing for the night. And just to be sure of his donkey's well-being, he also gave some tip to the young stable boy to take extra care of him. The other dervishes who were staying in the Sufi house were mostly poor and hungry laborers, and their hearts habitually were on the verge of seeing how to get some money easily. So when they realized that the newcomer had a donkey in the stable, they decided to take advantage of their sudden fortune. They thought it's a fortune for us, a donkey. Without the owner's knowledge, they quickly went and sold the donkey to another guest who was living that same night. And they spent the money buying food and candles for the evening. So as they began to prepare their meal, the man became more agitated, excited that tonight everything was perfectly set for a grand feast. They extended much courtesy to the donkey's owner, bowing to him repeatedly, making him feel welcome. Meanwhile, among themselves, they silently celebrated the fact that they no longer needed to beg for a handful of food, nor would they have to fast for lack of resources for next few days. The owner, for his part, considered himself very lucky to be at this Sufi house that evening and able to enjoy a tasty meal in the company of such great, generous people. Little did he know what has happened. Eventually, the food was served, and all enjoyed themselves, eating to their heart's delight. And soon after they finished their meal, the men began their Sufi dance, a reeling dance, customary among them. The dust rose under their feet, mingling with the smoke from the cooking, enveloping the reelers in a mystic cloud. The Sufis sang and danced, raising their arms towards the sky, reeling around and round and round, stamping their feet, then prostrating on the floor, sweeping it clean with their robes. You can imagine what a feast, how they were enjoying. As the dance gathered pace, the musician picked up the beat and began to sing enthusiastically, "The ass is gone, the ass is gone." Arms in the air, the dancers repeated madly after the musician, "The ass is gone, the ass is gone, the ass is gone, the ass is gone." That they made a song of it. The owner of the donkey, unaware that it was his donkey that they were singing about, joined them passionately, and he also sang along with them. The ass is gone, the ass is gone. The dance continued for long into the night, lasting until the dawn. At sunrise, the men left one by one on their separate ways, bidding each other warm farewell. And the owner of the donkey whipped, cleaned dust from his clothes, and then he cleaned his belongings, and he was getting ready for another working day. He hurried to catch up with his newfound dervish friends. Then he rushed to the stables but did not see his four-legged companion. He thought that the stable boy must have taken the animal to the stream to let him drink. Perhaps he did not have enough water last night. When the young boy finally appeared, the owner asked about his donkey. "Where is my donkey?" The boy was confused and told him that he had no idea what he was talking about. The owner became very angry and grabbed him by his throat and threatened him with his life. "I left my donkey in your care last night," he screamed. "You were meant to look after him. Don't you dare give me excuses. Quickly go and bring him to me. Otherwise, I shall take you directly to the authorities," he threatened the boy. The boy said, "I was overpowered by the dervishes. I feared for my life. They sold your donkey and used the money to purchase the feast last night. So, to leave a loaf of bread with a group of hungry men is like throwing a cat to a pack of wild dogs," the boy said. The owner said, "Supposing they took him from you by force, shouldn't you have informed me that they were stealing my donkey? If you had, I could have at least, bought him back from them and or got the money out of this unruly lot. Now that they have each one gone their separate ways, how am I ever going to find them? What an irreparable injustice you have brought upon me." The boy said, "I tried to warn you several times, I swear by God. But your enthusiasm was greater than all the thieves put together. You sang even louder than they singing. The ass is gone, the ass is gone, the ass is gone, the ass is gone. I thought for sure you must have given them your consent, being a mystic, and you know so many spiritual secrets." The owner said, "I was excited, aroused by their enthusiasm. But I was foolish to imitate them. Imitating them foolishly has destroyed me. I curse it 1,000 times, for it has damaged me beyond repair." So, dear all, when investigating the truth, we should take care not to imitate others blindly, as truth may escape our hand. This is the second, principle that we have to remember when investigating the truth.